time in a quaint little village, there lived a young man named Ethan. Ethan was a kind-hearted and curious individual who always sought meaning in his life. He often found himself pondering the purpose of his existence and questioning whether there was more to life than what met the eye. One fateful day, his insatiable curiosity led him to a peculiar shop tucked away in a corner of the village. The shop was adorned with mysterious trinkets and artifacts from different eras. It was called Curiosity's Cove, and it was said to hold the answers to life's greatest mysteries. Intrigued by the rumors, Ethan stepped inside, greeted by the sight of shelves upon shelves filled with unusual items. As he explored the shop, his eyes fell upon a small, unassuming jar labeled Jar of Life. Curiosity sparked within him, and he couldn't resist reaching out to touch it. The moment his fingers made contact with the jar, a warm sensation surged through his body, as if the jar itself held some inexplicable energy. Without a second thought, Ethan purchased the jar and brought it home. Little did he know that his life was about to take an extraordinary turn. That night, as he gazed at the jar on his bedside table, he noticed a faint glow emanating from within. He unscrewed the lid, and to his astonishment, a soft, ethereal light spilled out, filling the room. Intrigued yet apprehensive, Ethan cautiously dipped his finger into the jar, and as he pulled it out, he was astounded to see a tiny, shimmering orb resting on his fingertip. The orb pulsated with life, and as he held it in his hand, he was transported into a vivid memory from his childhood, a beautiful sunset on the beach, the laughter of his family, and the feeling of joy and contentment. It was as if the orb held the essence of that memory, allowing him to relive it in the present moment. Overwhelmed with wonder, Ethan realized the jar contained a collection of memories that had shaped his life. Each orb represented a precious moment, a significant event, or an important person. With trembling hands, he carefully placed the orb back into the jar, watching as it settled among the others, waiting to be revisited. As days turned into weeks, Ethan found himself diving deeper into the jar, rediscovering moments he had long forgotten. He experienced the first time he rode a bicycle, the feeling of accomplishment when he graduated from college, and the tenderness of his first love. With each memory, he gained a newfound appreciation for the intricacies of life. However, as he delved further into the jar, Ethan realized that not all memories were pleasant. Some orbs contained heartache, grief, and pain. Reliving these moments was bittersweet, yet he recognized the importance of those experiences in shaping his character and fostering resilience. One evening, while reflecting on his journey, Ethan had an epiphany. He realized that the jar symbolized the tapestry of life, a collection of both joyous and challenging moments that wove together to create a meaningful existence. It was through the hardships that he learned valuable lessons, and it was the cherished memories that brought him warmth and happiness. With this newfound perspective, Ethan made a vow to live each day fully, embracing the present moment while cherishing the memories of the past. The jar served as a constant reminder that life was a precious gift to be cherished, and that every experience, whether positive or negative, held significance. Word of Ethan's transformation spread throughout the village, inspiring others to reflect on their own lives. People began seeking their own jar of life, hoping to gain a fresh perspective on their experiences and to appreciate the richness of their own stories. And so, in the quaint little village, the jar of life became a symbol of self-reflection, gratitude, and the understanding that no matter what trials one faced, the collection of memories within the jar would forever remind them of the beauty and resilience of the human spirit. From that day forward, Ethan and the villagers saw their lives through a new lens. The jar served as a constant reminder that their stories were precious, and each moment held the potential to be a cherished memory. They understood that life was not simply a series of events, but rather a collection of emotions, connections, and experiences, waiting to be savored and celebrated. And so, as Ethan placed the jar back on his bedside table, he smiled, knowing that he would never see his life the same way again. The jar of life had opened his eyes to the extraordinary beauty that lay within the ordinary, and he was eternally grateful for the journey it had taken him on.